everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going for a soft grunge look, and it's going to be a pretty simple look. I'm going to be using foundation, but it's not going to be like a full glam type of look. I'm going to start out with my eyebrows, and I'm going to start by just brushing them, and I'm using the Got To Be glue for my eyebrows, and I brush them both ways in order to coat both sides of each hair, and then I start brushing them in the actual direction that we want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make them thinner because I want to give like a 90s eyebrow type of moment. With my tweezers, I'm gonna just like squeeze the hairs together in order to make my eyebrows look thinner. This is what will allow us to look like we have thinner eyebrows without having to overplug them. I'm going to be filling in my eyebrows with some dark brown eyeshadow and also black eyeshadow. So I'm going to just go over them a little bit and here on the inner part to put in some more hairs here. We're gonna move on to the concealer, and what I'm using is the NYX Serum concealer. I'm gonna be using the concealer to first of all carve my eyebrows on the bottom and the top, and then I'm gonna be placing concealer in other spots that I want to conceal, that I just feel like hiding, like there. I'm gonna blend this concealer downward so that we can use this to prep our eyelids for eyeshadow. I also put concealer under my eyes as well. Blend the concealer that's up here. The way that I'm doing these brush strokes, it's probably giving Leonardo da Vinci, Picasso. That's probably what I'm giving right now. I do like to get my under eye concealer out of the way first, just because I like to do the whole eyeshadow on my face first. I just find it's easier to get the under eyes like out of the way so that I can go ahead and do the eyeshadow and not have to just do eyeshadow on the upper lid and then do the foundation and then apply the under eye concealer and then do the under eye eyeshadow. I just like to do all the eyeshadow all at once. Now we're gonna set the concealer that's all over my eyelids, but of course we have to make sure that everything has been blended out before we put powder on top of it, or else it's just gonna stay like that. So once you put powder on something and you make a mistake, it's all over basically. So you want to make sure that everything is blended before you add the powder. I'm going to set the lid, and the same thing with the under eye. We make sure that it's been blended out before we add the powder, and you want to be looking up when you're setting the under eye so that you don't get any creasing. Then you put the powder in. Also, I've got like a cut on my lip because my dog abused me, and now she needs to go to jail for that. I'm going around blending out most of my concealer that I have on my face, even though I'm going to be putting foundation over it, so I just wanted to blend out some of it. Now I'm going to be using a gray eyeshadow, and I'm going to just put this all over the lid, especially on the crease. And as you can see, I'm doing a round shape, so I'm not like winging it out. I'm just leaving the eyeshadow in this round shape. There is a plane. I'm leaving the eyeshadow in this round shape, and we are not going to wing it out. We are just going to make it follow the natural shape of the eye, because this way it's like more 90s. I'm gonna be putting more of a darker gray on the crease here and the outer corner of the eye, and I'm first stipling it in like this in like little dot motions, and then I start sweeping across and going in like the circular motions. And I just want to add some depth here on this area. Blend with that first fluffy brush that we used. And I'm just going in these like little circular type of motion, and also like the zigzag here. And I'm just trying to like, I'm just trying to make it be smooth, especially here on these edges. Now I'm gonna be lining my eye with the NYX Jumbo Black Eyeliner. And because yeah, it's a grunge look, so it's going to look a little messy. And I'm tight lining my lashes right now. Putting some eyeliner on the waterline. We definitely need to set that eyeliner because it's such a creamy formula that, as you can see, it's already starting to like run. So we have to go in and stamp some black eyeshadow on top of it. And if you're using that eyeliner specifically, then you want to make sure that you really put that black eyeshadow in there in order to stop it from running, or else it'll just run down your face. I'm trying to just blend that out here, and I'm not doing a wing. I'm just like trying to connect that with the gray eyeshadow. With the second brush that I used, I'm going to put some dark gray eyeshadow here to just start blending that eyeliner into the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to be putting some dark gray eyeshadow underneath in order to smoke it out there as well. Now I'm going to start blending that out to make it look a little bit softer at the edges to give that smoky eye effect. Because hey, if we are smoking out the top, then it's important to smoke down the bottom as well. At least in this type of look. Maybe not in all type of looks, but you know, for this one, yes. I'm grabbing that first brush with some gray on it, and I'm gonna start to just blend everything out so that it can all come together with this first shade of gray that I used. And I'm gonna be mini baking in the areas that I feel like there's too much eyeshadow on them. So here, and I'm just using the translucent powder. And here. I feel like I definitely put too much eyeshadow down here on this left eye especially. I'm gonna sweep that excess powder off, and now I'm gonna be putting on mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara. And since I want to give long thick lashes, I'm gonna just start at the root and then brush upwards. And I also do several coats of mascara all the time. That's how I get them to look like thicker. It's not that I think that I have like the thickest and longest lashes, but sometimes people ask me how I get my lashes to look so like thick and long, and that's how. Now I'm going to be putting on some cream contour, and I just put it on the back of my hand first, pick it up with my brush, and then I put it on my face. Just trying to pick it up with the brush. I don't want to do bronzer for this look because since it's a grunge look, I think it should look more cool toned. Even though this contour is a little bit warm toned. What can I tell you? And I do kind of like bring it up to the temple a little bit. And here into the hairline, of course. I'm going to be putting it on my nose for that nose contour. So I just place it, and then I start to blend it out. And I'm bringing it up here to this connection with the nose and the brow. I'm putting some like right underneath my brows. And I just keep on blending it out. I'm gonna do just a little bit of blush, like just the tiniest amount for some color. And so now just blend out the blush, trying to blend it into the contour and also bringing it upwards towards the temple and a little bit towards the center of the face. Now I'm going to be going over everything with some foundation. So I just have my dome-shaped brush with foundation on it, and I'm just going to start going over my whole face. Oh wait, let me put it on my forehead first because I don't want to pick up blush and put it on my forehead. So I'm just going to go over the forehead and these areas down here. And we're also kind of underpainting. It's not the full underpainting method, but it's almost there. It's almost underpainting. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go full force over everything. So now do you see how like much better that blush looks now that it's been like toned down by that foundation? I'm gonna be setting my face with translucent powder. So I just grab it, take the excess off, and now I've set my face. We're gonna be doing the lips. I'm going to be using MAC lip products. So I've got this lip liner that's in the shade Burgundy. I'm gonna be using this lipstick that's in the shade Over the Taupe, but it's T-A-U-P-E, Taupe. Some setting spray. And we are done. The look is done. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.